Buried in the hinterland in the village of Federal in the Northern Rivers of New South Wales, architect Sam Zahar is now enjoying life away from the hustle and bustle in a mid-century modern bungalow he designed for himself. Hello Sam.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Likewise, how are you?
Good.
That's good.
What a beautiful spot.
It is. We're very lucky to end up here. It was a good coincidence and we're very happy here.
How did you find the location?
Well, we were basically looking to move up from the city to the country. We're looking for a rental house, and so we ended up renting the old house here. We were here for 15 years before we built. I grew up in the 60s, so reminds me of childhood and lots of happy memories.
Speaking of happy memories, I was thrilled to see a grazing herd of alpacas strolling through the garden, lawnmowers as he likes to call them.
There's 10, and most of them were born on the property. It's almost like you are in a zoo or in one of those animal safari parks.
Sam, tell us, is this the house that you've always wanted?
Yes, every architect's dream is to design at one stage their home or dream home, and finally I got the chance to do it, and finally to see it basically on the block, it's great satisfaction. It's like childbirth.
What did you aim to achieve with the design?
It's like living in the garden. It's, as you can see, we are as if we are camping. I try to sort of have a connection between the garden and the house. I don't like them too elevated. I don't like them sitting on the ground.
Sam, you love entrances. What does yours say about you?
We used to have an old bale on site, and unfortunately we had to demolish the old bale. It was too old to keep, but we recycled the timber from the old bales, about 100 years old, and we made the front doors out of them. I used to work at the Rocks, and there was this office where a stone wall would come from inside to the outside, and basically the facade was just a glass panel. And I always loved that how the stone continued and the glass panel disappeared. So I tried to do something similar, where you can see the front door looks like just freestanding, two glass panels on either side, and the stone continued from inside to outside.
And when you come in, tell me, what do you see?
Well, when you come in, it's basically, there's a privacy screen, and it's a bit sort of, it's got that oriental feel to it. And then the view opens up to you. You turn around the corner and the view opens up. As I said, the architecture that I grew up with was all white, and I basically, I described this place as a black and white house, but I didn't want to go fully black interior. So we use instead of black, warm, dark timber, and this way we bring a bit of textures and warmth. Basically, we cut a big tree from the garden, and it was a blue Kwandong native species, and I decided to make the dining table out of it. It's very interesting. It's got nice grains to it, and I like these black knots. This is where the knots were, and we fill them up with black resins, and it ties into the kitchen and the color scheme.
There's a lot of dark elements that feature in the bedrooms and particularly in the bathrooms as well.
Yeah, well, it's probably typical architect's house. We love black, and it's reflecting. It's masculine, it's dark, and it's sort of doesn't go out of fashion, and it's chic, and I love it.
Was it nice to be able to express your ideas freely on this project?
It is because as you can imagine, every house we'd like to have the clients' feel and taste and personalities in their houses, and usually becomes it's a compromise between our ideas and their taste. So it's good to have a place where there's no compromise. You just do whatever I would like to do.
Did any of your previous homes shape the design aesthetic?
Yes, you learn a bit from every project, and this is basically years of experience of things tried and tested, and what worked, what doesn't work. But this is basically a collective experiences from previous projects all in one.
And what really worked well here?
What worked well is two different entertaining areas. We've got what I call the summer room, entertaining room, adults room, and then you've got the winter room, the fireplace. It's good to have two different zones, and my son could be watching a TV and I can close the doors and be in the lounge room and not hear anything.
Is this your forever home?
I hope so. I hope so. I think, yeah, if nothing drastically changed, I might be here, yeah, for a long time. Every house you design for a client, you feel a bit envious. You think, it's a beautiful home, I'd love to be here. So to finally basically have one yourself, it's good.